What's up, y'all? This is Simon from Grants Get It Done Lawn Care. Just coming back to y'all, checking in. Hope everybody again is having a good season start for 2022. This week has been very slow. We had a lot of rain, a lot of storms. If your area was affected by the severe weather that we had this past week, hopefully everybody's okay. Your family, your friends, your loved ones, anyone you know. There was a few tornadoes here in my state, South Carolina, but that's just how the weather goes this time of the year. It's springtime, getting ready to go into summertime. Hurricane season's right around the corner, and it's on for the weather. So, just a few thoughts in my head on this Friday afternoon. What do you guys think about church properties as a solo operator? Someone told me that I came to mind when they were talking to their church about their church being bidded out for services for the year, for yard services for the year. Right now, I don't know if I want to deal with that. I mean, I'm sure that I'm sure that the work would be very profitable. Being able to serve the church yard, beautify it. But one of my things that stand out with that is just the cemetery. And it's not the whole, you scared, but a lot of cemeteries have a lot of, I guess you would say, memorabilia and flowers and decorations and everything that's around, the gravesite. And that's a lot of work to do, to work around a lot of that stuff. People take flowers, to their loved ones' graveside frequently, and you hate to be, out there with a string trimmer and you accidentally hit it, and you hate to move stuff around from how people, put it on the gravesite, or, personally, I don't think I would want to dwell in that right now, getting into taking care of a church property. Unless it's an open yard, I don't have to deal with the cemetery. I mean, somebody else want to cut it, but I don't know right now. I just haven't thought about that in depth. Bit time, maybe, but I don't know. That just seems like it'd be time consuming, especially being a solo operator. But the second thing I'm curious about is when you're going out and you are running into the competition and they're at a house that you had your eyes on to market at, and you're like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think nobody will, want services at the house. I guess kind of like putting the cart before the horse, thinking, you can look at one house and say, yeah, there may be someone who needs servicing, and then you be like, no, never mind. And you're driving down the road, and all of a sudden you see another company at that resident, and you be like, dang, bro, I was right there with my advertisement. All I had to do was, put my advertisement on the mailbox or on the door or whatever, and I goofed and I drove off, and it was like, nah, I doubt I'll get any service from that house. And you just, once you go down the road and you see, oh man, there is a company there cutting it. How do you feel? Do you feel like, you kind of just, lost that opportunity, or, maybe it just wasn't for you? Things happen for a reason. What do you think on that? I kind of noticed this season there were a couple of houses, and last season, that I wanted to advertise that, and I was like, I don't think they'll be the type that really would want service. And I guess I can say at the end of the day, I shot my own self in the foot. So I see companies at those residents. So I guess my word of wisdom to anybody that's coming into this business is, like I said, this is my second year. If you see it and you want to advertise at it, just do it. I mean, you might lose $1 or $2 for an advertiser, but you may lose more than that because that person may be wanting service, and you took your thoughts and let them overwhelm, hey, just give it a try anyway, So that's my little, I guess, spiel for today. If you advertise, and just advertise everywhere, even if your gut says, I don't think this neighborhood will be, for me, or you're in a neighborhood where there's already a bunch of companies. Just give yourself that opportunity to get that person as a customer. Excuse me. They may or may not call you. That's just the way it goes. Like I've heard on a lot of channels, there's a lot of grass out here that needs to be taken care of. A lot of lawns and properties that need maintenance and servicing and being brought to, looking nice throughout the seasons. Give yourself every chance and opportunity to get those businesses. I did receive a phone call earlier this week for a possible new customer. Shout out to the other company, for referring her to me. I appreciate that. I'm learning that, if other companies are, overwhelmed around here, they are friendly enough to say, hey, well, I do know somebody else that may or may not, take you on. Just depends on their schedule. And shout out for that. That's a big appreciation on my behalf. So, like I said, there's a lot of work out here for everyone, and I'm going on season number 2. And anybody that's watching this video, just know that you can get it. Just go out there and put in the time, advertise, and do a great job. Word of mouth from your clients spreads like wildfire. If you do a great job for them, they may or may not know someone else that needs servicing. So let your work speak for itself. Do a great job. Advertise in any neighborhood you can advertise in. Just advertise and give yourself that chance. It only takes you 1 minute to walk up to the door or hang a flyer on the mailbox and drive off or walk off. However you doing your advertising. I advertise with flyers, and I got the magnets on the side of my truck. And like I said, let your work and work ethic speak for you. Do a great job for your clients, and for sure they'll either stay your client and they'll keep telling people, hey, such and such does this for me, that for me. Very good job, very pleased with the work. And next thing you know, you may get 2-3 phone calls, within, the same day, because your work is speaking for itself. But anyway, that's just my random thoughts for this Friday. I'm looking forward to Monday, even though next week looks like it's going to be another washout with rain here in the South. I'll do as much as I can Monday. A lot of it's probably going to linger into Tuesday. I'll get to go back to my commercial property. So I'm just going to put my best foot forward next week and let the rubber meet the road. So this is Simon from Branch Kid Done Lawn Care. Y'all stay safe. Catch y'all in the next one. And rock on for this 2022 season. I'm out.